Listen, I said there's always an error causing a terror, and that when I rhyme my line tip with enough force to put your jaws in a spare cause of a prayer, the non-acknowledging, the loss of oxygen. All these dudes sound the same. A lot of homonyms that can't compete to a lyrical cosmopolitan. This is one rapper you're not demolishing, but awesome marketing. I got him wobbling cause I won't opt to drop the pen. I'm such a rare specimen. Better than veterans peddling medicine, and have been parked in a tomb. Art is my doom, heart is consumed, darkening rooms to the point that didn't even scare Edison. They're lessening, they're weaponing, even my stare's threatening. I'm needing to make sure every line speaks to you, so loud that every one of appears deafening. I'm a savage, please. Any rapper trying to reach the bars I've set will end up with battered knees. Punchlines hit so hard, I leave your circle red, and then erect angle to people mistake you for being Japanese. Have to freeze, that fatigue setting in. And I'm ready to strike like foreman to your sights distorted. Rhymes abhorrent, I'm in orbit of the mics embroidered with the right to swordsman. And I'm looking to impair your movement, share the blueprint. You're getting rare amusement there, but pewter. Before power wouldn't dare to use it, and instead of the booth, you make gotta either be prepared or stupid. Cause I'm a product of underground rap, but with a different barcode. Top-notch delivery. Metaphors, multi-syllable rhymes, that's what I have in store. I'm something of a savage or matador coming back for more, what if I combat in war? And then I can rap into my back of sword, that's for sure. So best sprint whenever you see T-Mobile, he's vocal and dropping bars like bad reception, a mass obsession. And so I must ask the question, do you see a lyrical threat that exists in my proximity, not physically lost entity? And no, you would not finish me, and how could you not mention me when you're discussing the best MCs? Funny how I give rappers the business, but they won't invest in me. Probably too scared of the complexity. But then again, I do have a tendency to lose interest. And then when I'm locked on my layer, I'm a monstrous rhyme sayer. Too complex for the conscious mind. Take a word and rhyme it for the longest time. See, I'll take a word like astronomical and say that what I craft is logical, cause my style of rap's methodical. So losing to these mumble rappers, that's impossible. The goal is to make the whack inoperable, the attacks unstoppable. Now, you can try to delay the inevitable, but taking that path's illogical. Or is taking an illogical path pathological? I have a question. How come we never pathological? See, to me, that's just honorable, to give so much recognition to artists that's under average all in all. The lack of skill is apparent, which makes the low level of practice comical. I'm a massive obstacle looking at paths with optimal and clash with optical illusions, making a list of rappers getting gassed exhaustible. My wrath's incomparable, so the laugh's intolerable because the task is plausible. How do you expect us to pass phenomenal? In order for you to equal to my lyricism, you have to put bars over numbers. I secretly asked you to do long division. Oh, go ahead, do the math as possible. Oh, and by the way, when I did that math scheme, I said the word 2 4 times. I ain't too many rappers to count. What a tactical bout. I'm hurriedly hushing haters, heinous, hot-headed humorants, hovering, humbling, hubris, holograms, let the music astonish them. I'm aiming for levels that's in chronicle. Is what I put on the pad inaudible? At last insoluble. Ready for combat, dissolving force, with past and awesome flows. To be in the back is optional, but you lack the brown and go toe-to-toe with the elite class. I'm on a roll. I'm unmatched as probable. That I just have a knack for this, mastered this, and every single time I rap I'll have a lot of jewels. In fact, I could totally finish 99.9% of rappers, but then I'd be bored. So I gotta steadily fight my urges, and I deserve this cause I write with purpose. I get nervous, timeless verses, this icon has flipped. You think I was the one to coin the term no quarter, slow sorta, to still get a penny for my 2 cents. You looking at the original version, / mythical serpent, a minuscule person who wouldn't be bothered by the fact that the premiership's worsen. And it's for that simple fact that I'm putting these squares on edge like I'm drawing a rhombus. A lot of them pompous, and ever since I hopped in the driver's seat, I got him exhausted. What can I say? I'm a vehicle for change. Styles change on a dime, sacred with rhyme, but yet there still is an urgency to make a strong impression for those that have never heard of me. And I honestly want to stop, but my mind's mechanically motivated. I'm a miscellaneous misfit who said to the trenches, behaving this instant, and plenty his interest, his brain is intricate, and simply is gifted, can take his persistence so they get winded. So if you want more, you'll just have to be patient. My pen quit.